Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, do I pick?
Hello.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Viv here. Hi, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What does it mean for the award coming on Father's Day?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's been a really, really emotionally charged day, and somebody sent me like a really sweet text about being a dad at like 9 a.m. this morning just after we rehearsed for the performance, and I was just like text back and like, what are you doing to me? I can't cry anymore today. Like, it can't start like that. It's lovely. I honestly haven't spent a ton of time with my son today, so I'm excited to see him tomorrow. Yeah, it's really lovely, and it is really, like, my dad's here and he's in the audience, and my parents and really my dad as well is a huge part of me listening to all the music I listen to. My dad listened to T-Rex and Mark Bolan and David Bowie, but also Chicago and Cabaret and a ton of Sondheim shows. I grew up listening to Company and all the Sondheim scores because of him, really. So it's really cool to get this today.
Hi, Dan. Congratulations over here.
Hello.
Shoshana from bwaySHO. Hey. Nice to see you. So from listening to Sondheim in the car to then meeting two of your now best friends with Lindsay and Jonathan to now becoming a Tony winner, what has this Sondheim Merrily journey been like for you? I
mean, it's been like a dream. I can't, with it, especially ending like this. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed this or written this. My singing teacher, who I mentioned was featured, one of the first things he ever had me sing for him was Good and Going in 17 years ago, whenever I started working with him for Equus, because I sing commercial jingles in the beginning of Equus, and I was could not hit the tune at all apparently, so they were like, please learn this tune, and I started working with him then, and we just started singing together, and yeah, so going from that, singing that for the first time in his office in London to singing it on stage now, and now this, it's insane. And for a show I feel like actually it's the same on How to Succeed. The last musical I did in this, I've made some of the best friends I've ever made in my life working on Broadway, and particularly in musicals. So yeah, it's been incredible, and I will miss doing the show with them so much.
Thank you.
Right here? Oh, right here, sorry.
Hi, and Christy with The Hollywood Reporter. Congratulations, you just won your first Tony.
Thank you so much.
Last year you were nominated for your first Emmy. How does it feel to find such a new success after spending so much of your childhood on one character?
I mean, it's amazing. I couldn't have, if you told me, when I finished Potter, I had no idea what my career was going to be. I'd already started doing some stage stuff, but I didn't know what the future held at all. So yeah, to have had the last year playing Weird Al and also doing Merrily We're All Along, it's been awesome. That kind of, and I do think there was something, playing one character for a very long time builds up in you a desire to just do as many things as you possibly can. So yeah, I'm doing that right now, which is awesome.
Right over here.
Hey there, hey Daniel, Andy from Broadway News. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What is it that you find gratifying about performing on stage? Obviously, it requires a lot more day-to-day work than filming a film or something on television. And you devoted a lot of your career post Harry Potter to different types of Broadway shows. So what is it that you like about that?
I mean, I think I've become a better actor every time that I've done something on stage. I think I've learned from it every single, doing Equus with Richard Griffiths and getting to watch Richard Griffiths on stage for months and months and months, refine and never stop working on something was hugely formative. And yeah, I mean, obviously there's just the thrill of it, the thrill of it could go wrong and doesn't somehow. It is so exciting to be a part of every night. And I mean, particularly on this show, hearing the reactions of people, obviously getting a laugh in a room is amazing, but hearing people emotionally affected by something is wild. I've done stuff that has done that before, but not to the level that Merrily does, so it's really special. Thank you.
Not there.
Hi, Hannah Vincent with the Broadway Broadcast.
Hello.
Merrily was obviously kind of a famous flop when it was first on Broadway. What kind of decision making went into being a part of the show, and how does it feel knowing with how much success has come from this new revival?
My only experience with the show was seeing this production in 2013, so I didn't know about any of the history of it. I just saw the show and I'm like, wow, that's an amazing show. It just has always been a show that worked for me because I've seen Maria's version of it every time. I also think there's a very flattering kind of recency bias in the way that everyone talks about our production of this show, which is like, there will be other amazing productions of Merrily, and if we are a part of showing what a great show this is, then that's an incredible honor. And yeah, we've been lucky to like meet a lot of the original cast and the original people who, you know, and they've come to see our version, and that's been really like special and emotional as well. I think I'm rambling now, maybe I'm not answering the question anymore, I'm sorry.
Right here.
Hi Daniel, this
Hello.
is Caitlin with Broadway World. How are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Good, congratulations.
Thank
Your
you.
performance was incredible in
Thank you
Merrily.
so much.
Learning Franklin Shepard Inc. obviously is a huge moment in the show. It's a huge patter song. It's so fast paced and there are so many theatricalities and moments and really nuanced moments in that song. Can you talk a bit about the process of developing that?
I mean, obviously, like, it starts off way before I was in rehearsal, just like listening to it and listening to it and listening to it and learning it. And the minute you learn the journey with the thoughts that are going through it, that's when it starts to become less like intimidating, and you start to stop seeing it as like this one unlearnable mass, and it starts to be like, okay, no, this is what's happening here, and then this changes, and also. Then when we got into rehearsal and started talking about it with Maria and Jonathan, and being able to like turn to Jonathan, even though he is silent for the whole song, and just like look at him, everything he does in that number, I wouldn't be able to do any of the stuff that I do in that song if he wasn't sitting next to me. It's so, because it is a love song, and it's a song about somebody who really, you know, Charlie always talks about not wanting Frank to do films, but what that actually means is like, I don't want films to take you away from me. And so he's trying to tell his friend that he loves him, but he's doing it in the worst possible way, and suddenly halfway through he like realizes how wrong it's going, and then just can't stop it. So yeah, again, I think I just went into a ramble, and I started off pretty strong, answering the question.
Back here.
Hi Daniel, this is Jocelyn from Nerds of Color. I've been watching your career for, well, most of your life. I was wondering which was more difficult to learn, Franklin Shepard Inc. or Tom Lehrer's Element song?
Tom Lehrer's Element song prepared me absolutely for learning Franklin Shepard Inc. I've always, whenever I've heard like a fast, lyrically crazy song, there's just a part of my brain that goes, you should try and learn that for some reason. And so that was the first song that happened with, and I also with my mutual Tom Lehrer admirer, Alex Edelman. We are both very passionate Tom Lehrer fans. But yeah, I like to think that really stood me in good stead for learning this. And I think the Elements is probably really great. I had a lot of time on set as a teenager to kill, so I had a lot of time to learn all that. I have a kid now.
Right here.
Daniel, hi, Matt from the stage in the UK. I just wondered, you mentioned Maria in your speech. What can you just say about her directing skills, and also, are you planning a musical in the West End anytime soon?
I mean, I'm not planning anything anywhere for a while. I'd love to do a musical at home, obviously, absolutely. I would love to do a new musical as well one day. That would be so exciting. I cannot say enough about Maria. Maria, I don't know if I can't remember if I said this in the speech, but she knows the show like the back of her hand. She knows it so well, and Maria can engender emotion in actors more than I've ever seen anyone else do. She made me cry with a note once, like in a positive way. She was just like, "You're terrible," but she told me to do something in the scene. I did it and immediately burst into tears. She has like a direct line to the heart of this material, and you know, the show is so much about friendship for her, and she just like highlights that all the time.
And then the last question.
Hi. Daniel, you were so memorable in How to Succeed in Business, The Cripple of Englishman, and now, of course, in Mayor We Roll Along. How has your time in Broadway changed you, and as an actor and as a person?
As I sort of mentioned earlier, I didn't know what exactly was going to happen after Potter finished. I wanted obviously to keep acting and keep going, but I didn't know what that would look like. And getting to work so much on Broadway has like really, I think, allowed me to like find myself as an actor. And I think Broadway gave me some opportunities to take some very big swings, like doing a musical before and How to Succeed or Equus or whatever it is. You know, I just feel like this was a place that I came and like found myself a lot as an actor. And also just was, learned to love New York. Like I live here now. I love it. My kids come and grow up here. I feel so lucky to be a part of this city.
All right, the last question, People Magazine, right in front.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So with the upcoming Harry Potter series, is there a book you're most excited to see be recreated and why?
God, I don't honestly like the last one. I mean, it'll be a while before they get to that, I assume. But like, that was always one of my favorite of the books and of the films. So hopefully, that I'll be excited to see that in 7 or 8 years. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks for watching my bwaySHO coverage of the 77th Annual Tony Awards. See you at the show.